Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fest News. It is the third day of the festival, and there is a lot happening today. We have free events every hour on the hour, almost all day. Yesterday, we featured the winners of the Central PA Playwright Competition, and if you missed them, the recordings are up on Facebook and YouTube. You can find all of the links at centralpatheater.com. As a reminder, you can access 13 shows via Broadway On Demand with a $55 all-show pass, or you can purchase individual tickets with prices ranging from $5 to $15. There's so much more to do today between now and 7 p.m. There's dance, there's improv, there's poetry, and much more. Now, Randy will give us a weather update. It appears that Randy is having some technical difficulties. Oh, maybe he's with us now. Randy, can you tell us about the weather? It looks like Randy is frozen. Randy, are you with us? Maybe. Whoop. Randy, can you hear me? All right, well, it looks like he's having some technical difficulties, so while he's getting his side worked out, I can tell you about more of the live events that are happening today. They can all be found at centralpatheater.com/2021 free events. And as I mentioned, we have free events on the hour, almost every hour until 7 p.m. We're going to go live again at 1 o'clock with members of Tempest Productions, who will share some of their favorite works and talk about how they interact with the festival. At 2 p.m., we have Shakespeare in Your Backyard. To be or not to be, that is the question. Are you as wild about Will as we are? Come read a sonnet, recite a monologue, die a most dramatic death, or as you exit, pursued by a bear. And above all else, remember, all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. So that's at 2 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock is the Lyric Voice, Conversations on Writings with Rod Piggott, hosted by Jim Colbert on our Facebook and YouTube pages. At 5:30, we have our community dance with Anne Van Kuren, who will be leading us through some modern dance.
Sunsets, sunrises,
over to the side.
Wait, up.
And repeat.
Some nights I think of you. We live in the past, wishing it lasts, wishing it dreaming. Seasons they will change, life will make you grow. Death can make you hard.
Swing front, undercut back, circle, up. Now we have shift, step, 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 step. Again.
That is just some of what you can see if you come tonight and do some modern dance with Anne. Randy, I think you're up next to tell us about the wrap-up at 7 o'clock.
That's right, Elizabeth. At 7 p.m., we'll be broadcasting our sidewalk costume parade. Put on your best costume or costumes, go outside, and submit a picture or video.
Okay.
Facebook. Make sure to tag us at #CentralPATheaterCostume. Elizabeth plays video here. A special thanks to Lori Wilson, our resident costume guru. We'll be sharing short videos of Lori in costume throughout the day. Up next, we have a special guest, Tiara Williams, who will be sharing some of her own work.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I just want to thank Cynthia and Elaine and Randy and Elizabeth for all the work that they've done and everyone else and all the wonderful pieces that have been presented. You guys, please go check those things out before 7. Just wanted to plug a couple things in. Friday, June 18th, 6 p.m. at Sidney Freeman Park, there'll be a Juneteenth Jubilee, and we'll have some great poets, we'll have dancers, we'll have Black leaders, entrepreneurs, politicians, as well as Black-owned businesses featured. So please come and celebrate with us, as well as check me out on Black Tea. Black Tea YouTube page, and we're raising money for season 2. So please support. And again, thank you so much for having me. I'll be doing 2 pieces today, and the first piece will be entitled Floyd's Summer. Summertime. It's hot. Hottest it's been in a while. It's so beautiful. Beauty we cannot touch. Parks we cannot play in. Water parks we cannot wallow in. Banned. Blocked. Closed off from the world. Closed off from humanity. We cannot touch. We cannot kiss. We cannot feel. Civilization has been infected. We must stay clear. 6 feet of awkward affection. We cover our faces to hide our sadness. No, we cover our faces to protect ourselves. I hate these things. So hard to talk. We can barely breathe. So we hibernate in our homes, engulf our minds in social media, and then we see. We see that he can't breathe. He can't breathe, and he says he can't breathe, and people around him are screaming he can't breathe. And on the back of his neck is the knee of a man who swore an oath to protect me. And across the world, we watched a man be lynched from every imaginable screen. And in that moment, 8 minutes, the world was no longer beautiful. And it hasn't been since. And see, for a lot of us, it hasn't been beautiful for a long time. See, we thought we had begun to see a rose form through the concrete until we realized the roots have always been racist. America finally sees and can agree on why Kaepernick took a knee. So we awoke. We spoke for the voiceless. We gathered, we yelled, we chanted. We moved legislation. We touched, we kissed, we felt, because he could no longer touch or kiss or feel. We came into the world. We confronted humanity. Civilization has been infected. We must stay strong. 6 months of awareness and activism. We cover our faces to hide our cries. No, we cover our faces so when they spray, we don't go blind. We cover our faces to shield our shame, but not this time. Today our masks come off permanently. And we march, and we protest, and we demand, and we are loud, and we are Black, and we are proud, and we stand tall. And then Tony McDade, Rayshard Brooks, 181 murders since George, and we can barely grieve. We can barely hold on. So we stay in the streets. Some of us fall off. Some of us don't see the point. Some of us, well, it just isn't our problem anymore. The rest of us, we fight harder. We scream louder. We march further. Floyd's summer slowly turns into Breonna's winter. And we wait. We wait for a conviction that will not change the crime. All the while Dante Wright is dying. There is no victory when we are the victims. So we try. We try to wrap our minds around a scenario we've seen played out 1,000 times. Shot in the back, no weapon, cop feared for his life, justified. So we march. But we slowly go insane because we know our murders are always classified as mistakes. Seasons pass with endless body bags. It's time for the sun to come out again. It's hot. Hottest it's been in a while. It's beautiful. But it's beauty that I will never touch again. Summertime. The next piece that I will do is called Optimal. My eyes are black. No, not black in the sense of dark oceans in the middle of my face that define my beauty. Not black like the depths of the sea where the most secretive and exotic creatures lie. Not black like the midnight sky in the middle of the country where the twinkle of stars is the only light you see. Although all of these are true, and all define Black. That is not the Black I speak of today. You see, my eyes are Black like the nightclubs that wouldn't let Marian Anderson sing. They're Blacker than the billy clubs that beat down Medgar Evers. You see, my eyes are my ancestors' eyes, and they've been down paths so dark that not even their shadows would follow. My eyes are inherently Black. Black like the colored only section, Black like the Underground Railroad, Black like the new Jim Crow. My eyes are Black like the hoodie of Trayvon Martin, Black like Sandra Bland, Black like the night Breonna Taylor died. My eyes are Black like the whitewashed history of America and the watered down accomplishments of my people. You see, my eyes are Black. Black like the hands that built the pyramids. Black like the soul of James Brown and the spirit of James Baldwin. Black like the Olympic Games in the 60s and the leather jackets in the 70s. Blacker than Tulsa, Oklahoma, or the Tuskegee Airmen. No, wait. Black like Maxine Waters and Stacey Abrams. Blacker than the Georgia elections or Shirley Chisholm. Black like the magic of Josephine Baker and Simone Biles. Blacker than John Lewis and Fannie Lou Hamer. You see, my eyes are Black like the deep, rich ebony skin of Lupita, the talent of Viola Davis, and the boldness of Grace Jones. Yet my Black eyes are not blind. My Black eyes see the injustice of my people. They can see the discrimination. They see the poverty, the sickness, and the shame. They see the fear and the rage. My Black eyes see the killing of my people and weep with the tears of my ancestors for the future generations. You see, my eyes are an oasis of oppression, but have always overcome every obstacle because my eyes are Blacker than America's backbone. My eyes are Blacker than the angry Black woman that I cannot help to be, but I have the right to be. My eyes are Black because my world is Black, okay? So when you ask me why I see things in Black and white, it is not because I want to. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing with us, Tiara. I always love hearing you speak. So thank you, and I'm excited that you'll be back with us later this afternoon.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you. And today we're going to end with more poetry with Percy, featuring one of the festival's favorite cats, Percy Peduzzi. Today, Percy will be reading a poem by William Butler Yeats entitled The Cat and the Moon.
The cat went here and there, and the moon spun like a top. And the nearest kin of the moon, the creeping cat, looked up. Black Minalouche stared at the moon for wonder and wail as he would. The pure cold light in the sky troubled his animal blood. Minalouche runs in the grass, lifting his delicate feet.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and we'll see you for our last broadcast at 5 p.m.
The Happy Valley Adventure Bureau would like to welcome everyone to the annual Central Pennsylvania Theater and Dance Fest.
Dad, I need to plug in.
Happy Valley Adventure Bureau. I'm Agent Chipper. This is Agent Friendly.
Headed somewhere fun today, folks?
Nope.
You leave me no choice but to write you a ticket to Happy Valley.
Here in Happy Valley.
There's a good time around every turn. An adventure waiting down every path.
All at an affordable price. Just another adventure?
Here in Happy Valley.
Thank you for joining us in this virtual event. We hope to welcome you to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania very soon. From the Happy Valley Adventure Bureau and happyvalley.com, we wish you a happy 2021 Central Pennsylvania Theater and Dance Festival.